from your side, do you do hiring, and what does it look like, and what sort of things, are you looking for in a resume or a reel, and how does that work for you?
I guess it is interesting because now I'm on hiring committees for faculty. So I'm responsible for, helping field candidates and choose the best people to put in front of this next generation to inspire them in ways that are not just looking backwards at what, the canon, right? I hear so much the canon. We have to teach all of these specific films, which all turn out to be by white men. And our students are not solely white men. Even in Middle Tennessee, we defy we have a huge population of students of color, students who are neurodiverse, students who are queer, come from rural areas, lower socioeconomic backgrounds, and we're a public university. So I really want to see all of my students succeed in their goals. And a lot of the times they don't know what those are when they're 18. They come in, they're like, oh, I love YouTube. So I don't know. I really take that responsibility of hiring faculty seriously. We are working in the state of Tennessee, and we can't do certain things that used to be standard practice, like asking candidates about their ideas on how to reach students of diverse backgrounds. We can't really talk about these things because it's now against the law. Um, and it is in many states in the country. I think there's like 11 states with these divisive concepts laws that prevent us from considering things and hiring outside of federal labor laws. And anyways, all that to say, but what I do care also about the hireability, employability of my students. And what I hear, I do a lot of sending students onto sets in the industry, knowing my colleagues who are actually still working on set in Nashville, always asking for student help, and I hear back from them about how well prepared our students are compared to maybe private schools where the tuition's 3 times the amount. So I'm really proud that we create a student body that's we they're enterprising. We teach them about freelancing and promoting themselves first and foremost within the industry. And they're so far so good. They're doing great, and I hear a lot of positive feedback about our students on set not being on their cell phones, looking at what's happening, trying to think ahead, and how can they be helpful in this moment. So I'm really glad for that.
Okay. Okay. I love this. I love this. Let's see. Yeah, it's hard hiring. It's
Yeah, I don't know. Like if I had money, if I had a
personal
lot of money,
personal connections. It comes back to that so often. And so I think like when I was getting started, when I made my first films, it was if your family knew somebody who knew somebody in the industry. My
Mhm.
parents are social workers. Like I'm like, how am I gonna ever gonna get started? But everyone said, forget, there's no way you apply for this job. And I knew
Yeah.
a couple of people in my college who went on to film, and they all had a family member who knew somebody who knew somebody. It
Mhm.
was, to say discouraging is like an understatement. It was like
Oh, for
that
real.
road does not exist for me. Gotta find another way.